Hello, 80s receiving students and teachers. Thank you. Take your seats. As usual, we always begin with going back to what we have learned in our last lesson. Receiving students, please tell your teacher what we have gone through in our last lesson. Let's hear from Victoria. Can you tell us what we did in our last lesson?
We looked at patterns.
Very good. You looked at patterns. In algebra, we talk about patterns, or we learn about patterns, number patterns. Right. And you were given a couple of exercises to complete. From your workbook, you were to complete exercise A, B, and you were to complete exercise A and B. I hope you all have completed that activity. Let's go through the correction. I'd like you, model class and the receiving students, please take your books out and let's go through the correction together in class. Right. Exercise A, additional activity, you are to write down the missing numbers in the following patterns. Right. For number 1, please give yourself a tick. If you have made a mistake, correct your mistake. We have a sequence here, and remember we have said that sequence has a rule that describes the pattern. So the missing numbers here are 3, 6, and 18. Hands up if you got that right. Very good, hands down. So what is the rule here? Okay, you add 3 each time, or they are the multiples of 3. Is that clear? Let's move on to the second one, 15 and 25. Multiples of 5, or you add 5 each time. Number 3, 17 and 48. What is the rule in there? What are you doing? You are adding 5 each time for number 3. No, I'm talking about number 3. Let's hear from, thank you, our friend here.
Odd numbers.
Very good. You are adding odd numbers. Let's see. 2 plus 3 will give you 5. 5 plus 5. 5 is an odd number, gives you 10. 10 plus 7, 17. 17 plus 9, 26. 26 plus 11, 37. And 37 plus 13, 48. Right? Let's move on to number 4. You have 37 and 31. Let me give you the rule. You are subtracting 6. 5 or 6? 6. All right. So each time you subtract 6 to get the next number or the next term. All satisfied? Let's move on to the next part. Table of values. You are to follow some rules to fill in the table. Multiply each input. These are the numbers that go in the machine. Let's say this is a machine, and out comes the results. Let's see. Each input by 3 times 3 will give you 9. And you go on multiplying by 3. And next one, you have 9. Multiply by 4. Then you add 1, which means 4 times 2 plus 1 will give you 9. 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9. Any questions on these two tables? All okay? Yes. Shall we move? Yes. Receiving students, I hope you have your answers just like mine. Let's go on to the next couple of questions. B, you are to complete the table again. We have M, remember, we have looked at pronumerals in our last lesson. Pronumerals are letters that stand for numbers. So here we have 1, 2, they represent this pronumeral. So you add this number, which takes the place of this pronumeral, plus 4 will give you the answers at the bottom. Hands up if you got all of this right. Very good. Hands down. Those of us, if you have made a mistake, please do your correction. And the last one, sorry, the second last one, you were given the figures, x and y values, sorry. These are the x values, these are the y values. You are to find the rule. How did you get the value of 4? Simply the value of x plus 4. Let's see. 0 plus 4 will give you 4. That is the value of y. 1 plus 4 gives you 5. Answer 5. 2 plus 4, 6. And 3 plus 4 will give you 7. Okay, so your rule should look like this. Y is equal to x plus 4. You are adding 4 each time to the value of x. Now the last one, you are to find the rule of this table of values, like number 4 exercise. Hands up if you got an answer for us. No one? Or you are still working on it? Or we are afraid to give our answers? Let's see. Right? So 3 times, this is not x, times x plus 2 will give you all the values of y. Let's check. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. All right? 1 times 3, okay, plus 2, 5. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, all right, and the last one, 3 times 3 will give you 9 plus 2, 11. So the rule is you are multiplying you are multiplying 3 with the x values and adding 2 to get y values. Right. You will do more exercises on this as we go on, or you can refer to your 8A textbook, Receiving Students, and your teacher will show you where to complete such exercises like this. Now let's go on to what we are going to learn for today. Today's topic. Class, let's read the topic together. Very good. Adding and subtracting algebraic terms. Now let's have a look at this word term, or what is a term. I know many of you will refer to term as, we have 4 terms in a year. Is that true? Yeah, term 1, term 2, term 3, and term 4. In algebra, we come across the word terms. And what is a term? Let's have a look at the definition of this word term. Right? Receiving Students Model Class, that definition is in your workbook, students' workbook. You will find that definition on page 29 of your workbook. So no need for you to copy that down. It's all there for you in your workbook, page 29. Let's have Simon to please read to us the definition for what is a term. Thank you, Simon.
A term is one of the bits that added together to form an algebraic expression.
Very good. Thank you, Simon. So we look at examples to help us understand what is a term. Looking up here, 5a plus bc. Okay, this is an expression, algebraic expression, 5a plus bc. Okay. How many terms are there in this expression, class? Okay, what are they? 5a and bc. So a term is separated by 2 operational signs, plus and take away. So in here we have this addition sign separating these 2 terms. 5a is a term on its own, BC is a term. And in this expression, there are two terms. Right. Next example, y squared plus 4a minus 6. What do we call this, class? What is it? Expression. Okay, this is an expression. How many terms has it got? Three terms. Very good. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Is that clear? Do you understand the difference between terms and an expression? All right. Good. So again, I'll repeat myself. Terms are separated by subtraction or division signs or operational signs. Right. Let's move on to what we have to do today. Some questions for you to discuss among yourselves. How many terms are there in this expression? This exercise is taken from lesson 72. Who's ready with the first answer for us? Please, 80s. I don't want the same ones, I want different. Kove, please tell us the first answer for that. How many terms is this, or are there in this expression, the first expression?
4.
Class, you agree? Yes. All right, next person. Let's have Eno give us the second answer. How many terms are there? Very good. 3. Mata, number 3.
Two.
Very good. And class, the last one? 3. Very good. There are 3 terms in the last expression. All right, I'd like us to look at one more thing. Let's have 5 students to come in front. I'd like the 5 students, please listen to your names, and you have something to show to the class. Receiving students, sit up straight. The model class will be demonstrating short activities to start us off for today's activity. Philippa, Michelle, Grant, Cynthia, and Jamie, please come up with what you have got. Please line up in front. All right. I'd like you to show to the class what you have. Right. Good, class. Hold it up straight for them to see, please. All right, class. Tell me how many types of fruits are there? 5. Do you think there are 5? 4. Be very careful. There are 4 types of fruits. Very good. I know you all like eating fruits. Those of us who like eating fruits, good. Please keep on eating fruits so you'll be fit and healthy and you will be able to learn as much as you can. Right. Now, let's see. I'd like those students with those 4 fruits to come and please put up those cards on the whiteboard. We have the magnets here for you to use. We'll start with the first one, Philippa. All right, class, give them one big clap. Now let's see. I am going to put an operational sign in between these fruits. Okay, so what is this sign, class? Plus. Okay, good. In algebra, we use pronumerals to represent what? Numbers, so to stand in for numbers. I'd like someone to come up and use pronumerals to copy or to rewrite this sentence, but this number sentence, but this time you use letters or pronumerals. We have mango, lemon, orange, banana, and mango again. Who's ready? What are you going to use? You are going to use pronumerals, letters, and write the number sentence. Let's quickly get somebody. Stephanie. Stephanie Vanua. Thank you, Stephanie. Anyone disagree? Someone wants to write the number sentence again? Thank you, Mata. Thank you, Mata. Now we have two answers. Hands up if you go for the first answer. Good, we have some hands up. If you go for the first answer, give us your reason why you think that is correct. And those of you going for the second answer, get ready with your reason. All right, first answer, your reason. Come on, class, let's move fast. 8 is no reason. No reason, okay. What about the second one? Any reason? Why do you think this answer is correct? What makes you to think that it is correct? Okay, let's check these two answers now. I know you have your reasons, receiving students, model class, but you cannot put your reasons in words, or maybe you are too scared to give me your answer. Now, let's see. Mango, if I'm using pronumeral, I will put M. M for mango, one mango, plus L. Let me use cursive because L will look like number 1. So let me use cursive, something like that. L plus, what do I write here? O, good. So I will use cursive again because O may look like 0. Okay. Plus, B is okay? Yes, and plus N. Right. Now, I have it written, and this is now an expression. Okay, M plus L plus O plus B plus M. And you went ahead simplifying, okay, simplifying this expression. So because Mata, or the first person, thinks that, how many M's are there? 2 M's. So what do we call these 2 M's? What are they known as? Like terms. Because they are the same, they are like terms. So what you did, you brought the 2 M's together. Is that right? Yes. All right, so you say, because we have 2 M's there, so you say M squared plus L and so forth. The next person, I'm not saying this is correct. I'm just trying my best to think like the way you have thought to give the answer. Okay, and the next person, you are saying, because there are 2 M's, so you put 2M plus 1L plus 1O plus 1B. Right? Good. Now, the correct answer in here is the second answer. All right? Why the second answer? We should correctly write it as 2M plus In algebra, again, 1 and a pronumeral, remember, get rid of the 1 and leave the pronumeral. L plus, what about 1O? O plus 1B? B. Okay. Again, in algebra, 1 and a pronumeral, do away with the 1. Invisible 1. Okay, so we have L simply is 1, O is simply 1, and B is simply 1. All right, so m squared is when you are multiplying. Is that clear? Adding, you don't have them written in squares. Okay, suppose we have x plus x. What would be the answer? X squared or 2x? 2x. Okay, 2x. Right. Okay. Likewise, m plus L plus O plus B is 2m. Is that clear? Class clear? Yes. All right, good. Receiving students, I hope you understood what we have gone through. Now, let's try some more activities. This time, I'd like these following students to come. Any questions before we go on to the next activity? No questions. Philippa, Michelle, Christina, Maybelline, Alred, and Simon. Please come up. Make your way up, please. Right, you will hold this. Come on this side. Hold the cards up, please. I said Philippa, Michelle, Christina, Maybelline, Alred, Simon, Ben, and Samuel, please. Ben, where's Samuel? All right, class, I'd like you to see how many fruits are there, plus try to see which students are holding the same type of fruits. Right? Have a look and see which ones are holding the same fruits. Okay, let's have Victoria, Loris, Mark, Eno, Stephanie V, Lavoisia, and Mata to come in front. And stand on this side, please. We are going to have two groups. One group on the left-hand side and one group on the right-hand side. Okay. Do not move. Just stand where you are. Boigel. Okay, stand. Who brought those ones from where you are? Did you bring any, Michelle? What did you bring? Banana, and where is it? And, okay, let me see. Wait. Can you move? That's it. We should have 2 oranges here. 1, 2. What are you holding? 2 oranges, okay. 1 lemon. Any lemon? Okay, 3 bananas. 1, 2, 3. And, wait, let me see. 2 peanuts. 2 peanuts. Okay, good. And where is the orange? What? Oh. Can I have one of these ones? All right, class, how many groups do we have in front? 2 groups. Okay, we have one on the left and one on the right side. And you can see the students with different fruits. Some of them have the same fruits. Okay, now, those of you sitting down, we are going to construct or write a number sentence on the board. Right, like what we have done in the first activity. If you can, please discuss with the person sitting next to you. Start with group number 1 and then go on to group number 2. Write the number sentence. Don't move, please. Stay where you are. Thank you. Write it down quickly on a piece of paper. Receiving students, do the same. Watch the model class, the first group. Write your number sentence. We'll start with this group first. Get closer, closer. Here, where your chest is. Right, few more seconds to go for the first group's number sentence using pronumerals. All right, are we done? All right, let's move on to the second group. I want you again, those of us sitting down, to write the number sentence using pronumerals for the second group. All right, I'm sure you have finished writing the number sentence using pronumerals for the first group and the second group. Now, the first group, please, I'd like you to move and stand beside the whiteboard, but don't go away back to your seats. Just stand there because I need to use the whiteboard. All right, thank you. Second group, keep standing, don't move. Right, I'm sure you all have your number sentences using pronumerals for the two groups. I'd like you to check, receiving students, model class, check my number sentence with yours. Okay, we will start with group number 1. Right, tell me how many oranges in group number 1? Let's begin by expanding, sorry. 2O plus 1 lemon. Did you get that? Plus 3B, did you get that? And 2P. Very good, that's for group number 1. So they are in a group, so I put brackets around that to show that they are in one group. Plus, what about group number 2? 2 oranges plus 1 lemon plus 2 bananas plus, can I write 1P? Write P. So they're in one group, therefore we write it as that. Okay, now this is an expression. Good. Hands up if you got this written correctly. The number sentence using pronumerals. Good. If you made a mistake, please check your mistake. This is O, sorry. This is not 0. This is not 20. This is O. All right. Now, give me the total of, I'd like you to add group number 1's fruits with group number 2's fruits. And you give me the total. Okay, you know what to do? You are now going to total. Get the total of the number of fruits for the two groups. All right, I'd like someone to come up in front and quickly remember when we are looking at like terms, we put all the like terms together and then we either subtract or add. So in here, these two groups, let's look at the first expression here. You look at the first expression, the second expression, and put the terms together. Anyone wants to put the terms together? Thank you. Katrina? We are trying to find the total now. What is the total number of oranges, lemons? Okay, all agree? All right, let's see. When we always put the equal sign, before you go to the answer, you bring all the like terms together. So how did she get 4 oranges? How? 2O plus 2O, right? Plus 1L plus L plus 3B plus 2B plus 2P plus P, right? So you are now collecting all the like terms together, putting them. Then if you have 2 like terms now, you are able to add. So we have 4 oranges, 2 lemons, 5 bananas, and 3 peanuts. Let's check to see if they are correct. Can I have that group number 1 to come back and stand here? Please, quickly. Right, good. So receiving students, I hope you have the answer same as the model class. Here you can now see how many peanuts are there, how many oranges, how many lemons, how many bananas. Good. Now, we are now going to do the opposite of addition. What is the opposite of addition, class? Subtraction. So this is what we are going to do. I'd like all of you here in front you are going to hide. Okay. Because of time, sorry, we will not continue with the next activity. We should continue with that activity maybe in our next lesson. All right? So don't lose hope. We will still go through this activity in our next lesson. Class, give them one big clap. Thank you. You may sit now. Thank you. All right, eyes up. Let's quickly run through what I have got for you. Class, looking up again on like terms. If you come across an expression like this, always remember to look at the terms carefully. Put the like terms together, and unlike terms, they come on their own. In this expression, we have 3M and 2M. They are like terms. 5W and 3W are like terms. Let's see the next one. That definition is written in your workbook, so no need for you to copy that down. For the model class, receiving school students, 2 terms or more have exactly the same pronumerals. They are called what? Like terms. And we have examples here to show like terms. What about unlike terms? Again, if they have different pronumerals, they are called unlike terms. You look at this, 3x and 4x squared. Okay. What is the difference in here? Okay, this 3x doesn't have a square. Therefore, these 2 terms are unlike. This one, what is wrong with these 2 terms? Pronumerals are different. We have x and Y. So they are known as unlike terms. Good. Now, this is a short exercise for you to do. However, it's in lesson number 72, page 29. You will complete that exercise to find which pairs are terms, are like terms, and which are not. All right, so we will stop here. We will continue with our activity for today in the next lesson. Our key phrase for today, class, let's say the key phrase. Good. Next lesson will be on multiplying and dividing algebraic terms. And our materials needed a balance for each group and your 8A textbook. With that, thank you class for participating.